Why the rules just changed. 5 surprising lessons from the February 3rd cycle convergence. In data strategy, the most dangerous moment isn't when a pattern works, it's when a proven pattern blinds us. We rely on thresholds, hit counts, and return formulas, only to see the system defy them. February 3rd's mixed frequency convergence was a perfect example of why context always trumps rules. On this day, high-frequency and low-frequency cycles clashed, acting like a stress test on the system. Math suggested synchronized cooling, but reality was far more chaotic and insightful. By unpacking what broke down, we can see the new modifiers shaping today's cycles. Cycle 5 shattered the 5-hit threshold, which predicts cycles cool after 5 hits. After a 20-day silence, C5 delivered a 6th hit just 24 hours later. This is what we call post-dormancy energy. Long silences store potential. Rather than signaling the end, a new formula accounts for this. Subtract 20% from the base cooling probability for cycles with 15 days of dormancy. C5's standard 55% cooling probability dropped to 35%, making a continuation hit statistically favored. Silence, it turns out, is a springboard. The C12 speed run, while low-frequency cycles broke the rules. High-frequency cycle 12 rewrote timelines, expected to return between 12 to 16 days. C12 came back in just 6 to 50% faster than predicted. This acceleration isn't an isolated quirk. It signals faster returns for other high-frequency cycles like C9, C8, and C6. Analysts must now track early returns rather than waiting for standard windows. 3 cycles C3, C2, and C5 hit the 5-hit mark simultaneously. Yet only C3 and C2 cooled. Why did C5 push through? The answer lies in velocity. C5's 0.18 hits per day versus 0.15 for the others, combined with post-dormancy energy, was enough to override the standard threshold. C5 returned using the same digit set 49. From January 4th, this shows cycles prefer familiar patterns over new bases. Despite this repetition, the system retains diversity. 83% of the base pool remains active, with 5 unique digit sets used across 6 hits. Predictability comes not from exhaustion, but from recycling familiarity. The end of pure low-frequency weeks. Week 1 used to be predictable, dominated by low-frequency cycles. February 3rd ended that era. High-speed returns and post-dormancy bursts now coexist, creating a mixed phase. Forecasts based solely on week type are now obsolete. Analysis must focus on individual dormancy and velocity modifiers. Early February taught us that hit counts alone no longer tell the story. Dormancy, velocity, and pattern familiarity are just as predictive as activity. Analysts must now expect 50 to 75% faster returns, especially for high-frequency cycles. If your models rely on old formulas, you're no longer tracking cycles. You're reading a map that doesn't match the terrain. The rules have changed, and understanding these new modifiers is the only way to stay ahead.